my beautiful bookish friends, I'm Bowen and welcome to my channel, and it is my birthday. Well, it's my birthday weekend. Sort of. My birthday falls on a Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday happen to be my days off. So it's not a weekend in like a traditional sense, but it's my version of a weekend. And it's my birthday tomorrow. So I figured I'm going to do like a little birthday reading vlog, because that is pretty much my only plans for my birthday. I want to read, and I probably want to go book shopping as well, because I've not done like a good book haul in a hot minute. So I want to go to the works and just go a little bit nuts, and I'm quite excited about it. But I'm going to do that tomorrow. For today, because I don't want to have to clean anything on my birthday and the house is a bit of a shambles, I kind of have to do all the cleaning today. So I want to pop on an audiobook so I can listen to that while I'm getting stuff done. I have Lost and Lassoed on audio, and it's relatively short. I think it's only about 8.5 hours or something like that. So I can listen to that while I'm getting some stuff done around the house. And then I want to pick up something else that I can read with my eyes. So this is going to be my audiobook. And then I think I am finally going to get to Bewitching Reiho, because this has been on my TBR for a hot minute and it's chunky. And I just want to see how many books I can read over this birthday weekend. But I think we're going to start with this one. Okay, so it is now 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I don't know if you can tell, but my eyes just have started watering and my voice is going, because while this book didn't make me cry in the sense of the story, best believe the author's note absolutely got me. Because in the author's note, she goes on about how her relationship with her dad is the main, like, heart of this story. And it's shown in Teddy's relationship with her dad. And how when her dad was sick, like, it's really difficult to see your parent like that. And as someone who has been in that situation, who has seen their parent, who has seen my dad in a hospital bed, it kind of brought it all back for me. Now, don't get me wrong, my dad is now fine. This was probably, oh gosh, about 12 years ago now. But that memory will never leave me. And seeing my best friend in that position will never leave me. That is why the author's note in the back of this fully just kind of got me in my feelings a little bit. I really enjoyed this book. I don't know what I'm going to rate it yet. It's going to be a 4-ish. Probably just a straight 4-star, if I'm perfectly honest. I kind of want to sit with it for a minute. This one is kind of an enemies to lovers story, but the enemies part isn't really founded on really much of anything to me, other than just their snipey personalities and like the way they bring out that side of each other. There's one more book left in this series, and while I am really tempted to just dive straight into that one, I also kind of want to just listen to another audiobook, because I got this paint by numbers canvas thing for my birthday from my dad's girlfriend, and I have just sat here and started to do a little bit of that while I was listening to the audiobook. And to be honest, I kind of just want to carry on with it a little bit. I've honestly just done one colour at the minute, because I don't really know how one does a paint by numbers thing, but I just would do one colour at a time. So I started at the top, which is number 12, and then I'm just going to do all of the 12 all the way down it, and then go back and do the next colour that's all across the top, which I think is number 10, which is pretty fucking similar to number 12, if I'm honest. But I kind of just want to sit here and do my paint by numbers and listen to an audiobook. But I did very much enjoy this. I didn't get as much done as I wanted to, as per usual. I got a little distracted. But I have read an entire book, and it's, what, maybe 1:30 on the first day of my birthday weekend reading vlog? I consider that a win. I think I've actually made a decision. I know, shocking. But I think I am going to go with listening to the audiobook for the fake out. Is it mostly so I can get to the next book, which is The Wingman, which is a teach me trope, which I fucking am obsessed with? Yeah, probably. This one is a hockey romance where she is fake dating her ex's biggest rival. And that just sounds like a lot of fun. I do really love Stephanie Archer's books. And I have this on audio, so I can keep painting. I think that sounds like a solid fucking plan. The only downside to this book, and it's also the same downside the Story of My Life, which is the other book that I was considering, has to it, is the main character's name. I don't necessarily like reading books where the main character's name is the same name as someone that I know in real life. And both of the main characters in both this one and that one have the same name. Ironically enough, it's the name of the person that bought me the Paint by Numbers, so I guess it is fitting in a way. But it's also my dad's girlfriend, and these are spicy romance stories, so that skews me out a little bit. But we're just going to block it out because I really enjoy Stephanie Archer's writing, and I think this could be a fun time. So I cracked open the bottle of wine. Now, I don't want to say I stole this bottle of wine because that's not technically true. But it was a bottle of wine that I swiped from a wedding that I went to, which were for us to drink at the wedding, but no one was drinking it, and by the end of the night there was a still full bottle left on the table, so I took it with me. The bride knows this. She's fine with it. But I've cracked that open for my birthday, and it's rather delicious if I do say so myself. Normally I prefer a pink, but I drank all the pink wine. Well, me and the rest of the guests, but like there was pink wine, I drank that one at the wedding. White wine was what was left. White wine came home with me. I'm okay with that. So I've just been sat doing my Paint by Numbers, drinking my wine, listening to the fake out, and I am really enjoying this. I mean, I don't know why I'm surprised it's Stephanie Archer. Probably because he's a blonde man. She's making me fall for a blonde man. I don't know if I'm okay with it. I absolutely freaking adore Rory and the fact that he has been obsessed with Hazel for the longest goddamn time. And he's like all cocky and swaggering, but like realistically, he just is so obsessed with her. And now he finally gets a shot. He's absolutely taking it. I adore this. And they're fake dating to make her ex jealous. And he's just fake dating her so he looks good in front of his coach. Yeah, no, that fully pulled that one out of his arse. He's doing it so he finally gets a shot with her. But I am really enjoying this. Every author that I have that's like a favourite author has one book that is just... It's not necessarily a major flop, but it's definitely not one of my favourites. Like, if it wasn't written by this person, it would probably get a 2. It's a 3.5, a 3.75-ish kind of range. Stephanie Archer's one was Finrose Forever. I didn't really love that one, but every other book of hers that I've read, fucking love it. Absolutely love it. I ate this shit up. And I'm so looking forward to getting to the other half of this. I just don't want my headphones in anymore. So I think it's time to read with my eyeballs. Now, is it 8 o'clock in the evening? Yeah. Have I had dinner? And a full glass of wine. Not had dinner, got the wine. Am I going to have dinner? Probably fucking not, because I can't be asked to cook anything. And I don't want to get takeaway today. Like, if I'm going to get takeaway, I'm going to get takeaway tomorrow, let's be honest. I'm not going to get takeaway the day before my birthday. I'm going to get it on my birthday, if I do choose to get it. And also, fairly certain... I was going to say there's nothing in the fridge, but I forgot that I went to Dad's because he took me out for a birthday dinner for a curry. It was absolutely delicious. And I raided the fruit from his garden, and now I have these teeny tiny plums that, I'm not going to lie, they are pretty banging. So I'm more than likely just going to eat plums for dinner because it's healthy. I don't fucking know. Part of me wants to pick up another book so I can get as much reading in as possible. But also, there's another part of me that just wants to, like, doom scroll on TikTok. I don't want to say it's late, but it feels too late to start a new book because I don't like starting a new book, like, after 7 o'clock. I think it's because if I start a new book, I want to finish it within a reasonable time frame. And normally that's within the same day. Maybe within 2 days at most. If I start a book on one day, the next day, the first thing I want to do, sod every single one of my responsibilities, is to continue the book that I started the night before. And that's why I don't like starting a book so late, because then it completely derails all my plans for the rest of the day. So I think I might still pick up a little bit of Bewitching Rayho before I go to bed. Because I'm listening to this one on audio, I can continue this one tomorrow, like on my way to the bookshop and while I'm getting ready. But it's too early to call it a night, because if I call it a night now, then I'm going to be up at 2 in the morning on my birthday, and that just doesn't sound like fun. So I am going to finish my wine, cozy up with another book, and I will see you in the morning. My hair does not want to participate in the conversation today. I'm starving! Starving! Biggest, buffest scrunchie that I got, but it's what we're going with because my hair is not fucking cooperating today. It's fine. It's my birthday! It's my birthday, it's my birthday, it's my birthday, dooby-dooby-doo. So you know how I said I didn't want to be up at 2 o'clock in the morning on my birthday? Technically, I wasn't up at 2 o'clock in the morning on my birthday. I was up at 3:30 though. So yeah, that was a thing. You'd have thought in that time I'd have got some reading in. I really didn't. I read 38 pages last night, and this morning I got to page 53. So I read maybe 15 pages in all of the time that I've been up this morning. But I had a shower, I got dressed, I did my makeup, I look cute. I've got my little sundress on because I refused for summer to be over, even though I don't know why, but September 1st hits and then the temperature drops by like 5 degrees. So I've also cracked out my favourite autumn cardigan to go with it, just, you know, to fight some of the cold. And I was just going to go to the bookstore in my local town, have a mooch around there, and then just see what I find and then go home. Like, that was just a little outing for the day. But then I thought about it, and I thought, what if I went into the city, went to the bookshop there, and then went into the bookshop in my local town on the way home? Like, why do one bookshop when you can do two? I mean, it's the same bookshop, but maybe they've got a different variety there. So I've got my tote bags, I've got my Kindle, in case I want to stop for, like, a cafe moment. I would say for a coffee, but I don't like coffee. But the vibe of a coffee, like a frappuccino or a cup of tea. I've got my headphones so I can listen to my audiobook, and let's go book shopping.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals that take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. Now the morning is the afternoon. We lay awake in bed. The laughs so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild.
end up going into town. I just went into the city because after the amount of damage I did in the city, I couldn't do the town as well because I spent far too much money on pyjamas. I changed into these ones, which I'm going to show you. Look at my really cool Wednesday Addams pyjamas. I look so awesome. I look so cute. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then I also proceeded to spend far too much money on books. Like, I'm not going to do a book haul in this video. I'm going to do a book haul separately. But just for reference, this is how much I spent today and how many books I got just for me. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's another bag. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can't see you anymore. 13, 14. That's how many books I bought myself today. That's not including any that I've been gifted. I don't want to see my bank account right now. I refuse to look at it because birthday money doesn't count, same as holiday calories don't count, right? That's the theory, but this is the amount of damage that I did today. Also, I went to Lush and got some like bath bombs and a face mask. One of the combinations that I stand by will not ever be beat is bubble bath, face mask, new pajamas, fresh sheets. That is a combination that is absolutely god tier, and I will stand by that until the day I am dead. So that is what I'm doing on my birthday. Bubble bath, face mask. I've got to go and change the sheets because if I'm having a bubble bath, there will be fresh sheets on the bed, as well as my new pajamas. And I cannot wait to film this book haul for you guys because, just looking at it makes me happy. Honestly, the joy of a new pile of books. Can't top it. Can't top it. Then I went to the supermarket and I picked myself up some dinner and some snacks, and, you know, the cozy vibes had to be there for my birthday. And I did pick up one of these books from the supermarket as well, because every time I go to big Tesco's, I have to check out the book section. Has to be done. It's like 2:30, so I'm going to pop a pizza in the oven for lunch since I spilt my breakfast brunch. I mean, I had it at like 10 o'clock, but I spilt that all over the fucking table. That was not a cute move. And the fact that I did it on camera, love that for me. I didn't end up listening to my audiobook while I was out. I was just listening to music. I was kind of bopping along to the Jonas Brothers, if I'm perfectly fucking honest. And now it is time for me to get cozy at home and read. Not one of these ones though.
I just got a package. I just got a package. I just got a package. I wonder who it's from. Oh.
I don't know why that came into my head, but it did. I was going to unbox like all of my presents and stuff in my book haul, and I still might, but this one arrived on my birthday, so I'm opening it on my birthday. I think anything that arrives after my birthday I'm going to open in the book haul. But that was proper satisfying. Ooh, ooh. What we got? My friend Orshi got me Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And apparently this is another historical queer romance, but based on astronauts. And it's Taylor Jenkins Reid, so I'm likely gonna cry. And I have heard amazing things about this. Thank you, Orshi. I love you. This is just so sweet. And I cannot wait to get to this one. I've been meaning to pick this up for the longest fucking time. So I'm very glad that I now have a copy. As much as I'm really enjoying my book, I can't get it to go in my brain. I've read another 100 pages and I'm loving it, right? Don't get me wrong. I am absolutely eating this shit up. But for some reason, it's not going in my brain. And I'm aware that it's not a book problem, it's a me problem. So I feel like I need to just wind down for the evening, have a bubble bath, get cozy, have some dinner, and then come back to it later on this evening. I feel like that's a much better idea. friends. I really don't know why I like this angle, but I do. I have spent my morning reading a little bit more of Bewitching Rago, and I am now 369 pages in. So I made like a good dent in this. I didn't actually read all that much yesterday in comparison. I did only read 200 pages yesterday, but I am eating this shit up. I knew I would, because I have loved this character from book one. Like, he is 7 foot tall, red skinned, built like a brick shithouse, horns, and looks like a demon. But he is the softest, sweetest jelly bean in existence, and I fucking love him. And Aurora is just the perfect pairing to go with him. Like, I love these two together so much. An argument could be made that this book is too long. I mean, you'd be wrong, because I could honestly read 1,000 pages of this and not get bored. But I am eating this shit up. I fucking love it. I love this series. I love this author. I knew I would love this book as well. Just, it is delicious. However, my house, again, is an absolute shambles. You would think, right, for a Virgo, I would be more organised. But no. I am a chaos demon through and through. I used to say when I was younger that I am not a Virgo because I don't have any Virgo traits. And I was having a conversation with someone about this, and they turned to me and said, so tell me how your bookshelves are organised. And I went, oh, yep, no, they found it. They found my Virgo spot, which in theory is true. It is not true today, because my bookshelves are currently an absolute shambles, same as the rest of the fucking house. So I do need to do something about it, because it was one day of me not doing any cleaning, and yet somehow it was like a 4-year-old just went chaos all throughout my house. And it wasn't. It was just me. And now I have to deal with the consequences of my own fucking actions, and I'm mad about it. So I'm going to pause reading this as much as I really don't want to. But I need to get this done. So I'm going to finish the audiobook for The Fake Out while I clean the house, because I'm also enjoying that one. And then I will come back and get back to this. I think my Virgo-ness might be a little bit broken, so we best go fix that. It is 7:30 at night, and I have done exactly 0 things today, except I've nearly finished this book. I literally have 1 chapter and the epilogue left. And that plot twist, I should have seen it coming. I'm not gonna lie, I should have seen that plot twist coming, but oh my god, my jaw was in hell. Like, what? Just, what? And if the next book in this series follows who I think it's going to be following, then they got some splaining to do. Because, like, I get it, right? But also, dude, what in the actual fuck? Like, explain the thought process, please, because I'm mad, and I have emotions, and I don't know if this is going to be a full 5-star, but it's at least a 4.75. Like I say, I'm, like, very fucking close to the end. But, oh my god, I fucking love these characters. Rago is genuinely, like, the biggest softie, and I love him and Aurora together. Like, their relationship is just so soft and sweet and gentle until shit goes down, and then it's less gentle because, like, he doesn't want to hurt anyone, but he will cut a bitch if they come between him and Aurora. And I love that for him. This stands as one of my favourite series of all time. I am now pretty much fully caught up with this series, and I am 1,000% obsessed. Now, I said I was going to clean today. I said I was going to finish my audiobook today. And you know what? I think I've got my listening speed about 3.5 hours left. So in theory, I could still finish my audiobook, and then I will give you, like, an actual outro tomorrow and come with my final thoughts on The Fake Out as well. And I also have this weird train of thought that I wanted to bring you guys along with me for, right? That has absolutely nothing to do with any of the books that I'm reading currently. It has to do with my birthday, though. Does anyone else's birthday just feel right on a specific day of the week? Right? Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know whether or not it's because my birthday is on the 2nd day of the month, or because I was born on the start of the week. Like, I was born on a Monday, so my birthday feels right on a Monday or Tuesday. I don't know what it is, but if my birthday is on a Saturday, it just doesn't sit right with me. And my birthday being on a Monday or Tuesday just feels accurate. And I can't really explain why, but that has always been a thing. Like, my birthday feels like a Tuesday. And this year, it was a Tuesday. So, I love that for me. But does anyone else have it like their birthday feels like a specific day of the week? Like, your birthday feels like a Thursday? Or is that just my weird brain? Because I feel like that is just my weird brain. I don't know. Food for thought. And also, I got another gift through the post that wasn't book related. So I opened it and it says, there's no such thing as too many books. And it's this little Ziploc pouch type thing. And there's a tote bag that matches it. And these are from my friend Mickey. And they are so stinking cute. Like, how cute is this? And I love that she reinforced my book buying habits without necessarily buying me books. Because if you don't have my wish list, buying me books is kind of a dangerous game because there's a chance that I already have it. However, you can never have too many tote bags. And I don't know what I'm going to use this for, but best believe I'm going to use it for something. Because this is adorable. Now, even though it has taken me all day, I am finally going to get shit done around the house. Usually I prefer to do my housework in the morning, which is why I don't like starting a book late at night, because then the only thing I want to do the next day is pick up the book that I started the day before, which is pretty much all I've done today. I started this book on day one of this vlog and I only read 38 pages, but I got about halfway through it yesterday. So yesterday I truly got into this, and all I've wanted to do today and all I have done today is read this book and done exactly nothing else. So I really, really got to do some stuff around the house because I have work tomorrow and I can deal with it being a little bit of a shambles and a little bit of an embarrassing mess. But this is truly taking the piss now. Like, I'm not going to show you how bad it is, but believe me, it's bad. It's real fucking bad. So that is what I'm going to go and do. I'm actually going to put my headphones on, finish my audiobook, and I will speak to you probably tomorrow. I didn't technically finish The Fake Out last night. I had about an hour left of it, so I finished it off this morning. Honestly, 4.75. I absolutely ate this shit up. I don't necessarily love it as much as I love the first one, but I do really like how at least the first 3 books in this series, the main characters already know each other previously, and the male main character has been pining for the female main character for the longest fucking time. Rory is just such a cocky little shit in the most endearing way possible. Like, honestly, I fucking love him. The fact that she made me fall for a blonde man, quite frankly, rude. Hazel tries so hard to keep her walls up after being burnt by her ex, but Rory is just so sweet and kind and patient and a bit of a cocky shit, but like in the most endearing way possible. Honestly, I fucking love him. Stephanie Archer's books just slap. I don't know what to tell you, they do. And I could technically end the video here. However, I got like a couple of hours before I gotta leave for work because I do have work today, but I don't start until like 2. So I think I can squeeze one more book into this video, and we're gonna go with volume 5 of Lore Olympus. And this one is fucking heavy, but it's also this really cool graphic novel. And I feel like I could honestly just sit here and read this before I close out the video, before I have to go to work. Because I have also loved every other book that I've read in this series. Now, the reason why I've been putting off this series a little bit is because the books in this series can be pretty heavy. And I don't just mean, like, the weight of the book, which, yes, it is that too, but there are more serious topics brought up in this. They're done really well, and the art style is beautiful, and I love these Illumicrate editions with the sprayed edges. So I think I'm just going to sit here and read this, and then I will come to you with an outro once I'm done with this and what I thought about it. That sounds like a plan. So I've just sat here and I've read Lore Olympus Volume 5, which is like 400 pages that I've read in maybe an hour, which is nice considering how long the other one I feel like it took me. But I'm giving this one a 4.75 and I'm obsessed with this fucking series. Yes, there are topics in it that are really heavy, but I feel like it's done really well and shit is getting interesting. Like, the gods, they be messy. This is kind of why I really like Greek mythology stories, because they are messy as fuck and I love that shit. And we finally got the fuck it moment. Like, it wasn't quite a fuck it moment, but it's an argument to a kiss, and I ate that shit up. I fucking love it. But then we find out some things, and I'm not gonna say too much, but now the gods, they are involved and shit is going down. So while it was a little bit over a weekend, it was like 3.5 days actually, I think I have done pretty fucking well. Like, I've read all of these books. It amounts to about 1,736 pages, which ain't bad for like 3.5 days. And quite frankly, all of the books that I picked up, I kind of loved them. Like, this was my lowest rated one and I gave it 4 stars. So we have a 4, we have a 5, and we have 2 4.75s. Quite frankly, what a fucking way to spend my birthday. And I'm so glad that I got to spend it with you guys as well. So if you managed to get this far into the video, then leave me a birthday cake emoji in the comments down below. But for now, thank you so much for stopping by. It has been lovely having you here. And I hope to see you in another video coming very soon. Bye.